It's time for the next lesson, which means, of course, it's time for my next pre-lesson wrap. And I want to talk this time about practicing. I think the most important thing about having some kind of practice regimen isn't how long you practice, but just having some kind of regular time to practice each day if possible, and making sure you show up for it anywhere from 4 to 6 times a week. If you only have a half an hour to practice, that's cool. Just take that half hour and divide it up into 3 little sections where you work on technique and timing and a tune. For example, you might spend the first 10 minutes just learning a new chord voicing or working on a particular thing you've got to be able to do with your right hand, or a set of moves from one chord to the next, moving really slowly and breaking it down in those first 10 minutes. In the next 10 minutes, try playing it smoothly with a metronome, going as slowly as you need to play it all on time, but making sure that your timing is really in the groove. And then in the last 10 minutes, take that new thing you've been working on and play it in the context of whatever song or tune it is you're trying to learn that week. That way, every little step that you take will be really solid and you'll be moving forward. Even if you're moving at a pace of only a half an hour a day, every piece of progress you make will be really valuable. So with that in mind, let's start learning this next lesson.
Now that we've done some notes on the offbeat, on the and of 1 and the and of 3, the thing now is to be able to play a note on every offbeat, so that if you're counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, we're going to have notes on all of those. We're going to have pinches on all the downbeats and then notes played with just a finger on all of the ands. So if you're playing just pinches on the downbeats, you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's playing just the open 5th string and the open high string. But now, using the ring finger, because we're on the high string, and the thumb for the low notes, we're going to be playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So without worrying about fretting any notes, that's a good way to start. Just get the thumb going, do the pinch on every downbeat, and then add in a note with the same ring finger of the right hand on all of the ands. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The next thing to be able to do is to also be able to change strings so that you're playing on the and on a different string than the string you're pinching on. For example, you might play on the B string with your middle finger on all of the ands. So the pinches would still be on 5th string and open high string, but then the and notes, the offbeats, would all be on the 2nd string, like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. In the tune that we're about to play, you're going to need to mix those things up so that you'll be able to do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So there's only one note played on the B string, and that's the and of 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So if you work with those different exercises, you'll be all warmed up and ready to tackle whatever you run into in the upcoming tune.